Welcome back to the BTB Show, everyone. Today it is myself, and we got Omar and Jay here as well. We're gonna be talking all NBA teams. We're gonna do a little series here of our predictions slash our votes for the All NBA teams. Obviously, there's still a good 3 weeks left in their NBA regular season, so we're kind of projecting which players will make the 65 games threshold and which ones won't. So, but there's going to be guys in here like Giannis. None of us have Giannis on the list because we know he's not hitting 65. So we're only including players who could potentially make the 65 game threshold and therefore qualify for an All NBA team. So we've all got our individual lists, and we're gonna work towards having one combined list by the end of the episode. So Jay, why don't you start us off? Read us your list. This episode is just going to be focusing on the All NBA first team. So who are your 5 votes for first team, and then we'll go from there.
I I did my first team last night. It took me like I'm gonna say it took me like 3 minutes to do the first team. I think it was the shortest out of all the teams that I did.
Okay, we'll see if we agree or not. I think there
See,
might
I
be.
think I think the three locks for the first team: SGA, Jokic if he gets games played, Wemby if he gets games played. Those three for me locks for the first team. If
I
nobody
agree.
has those, you should probably reevaluate your first team. They have been three of the most consistent players in the league in terms of stats and like wins against key teams and all those things. Obviously, SGA probably the best player in the league right now. Just broke Wood's record last night. 127 games in a row, scoring 20 or more points. Jokic triple doubles. Wemby's a two-way superstar. The Spurs have made a huge jump, second in the West. Still right behind OKC, can finish number one. Those three, just in my opinion, had to be one, two, three. So the 4-5 is what took me a long time. I ended up going with Jalen Brown and Cade Cunningham. The reason I went with those two, Pistons. I know we thought the Pistons would make a jump. I don't think any of us in the world saw the Pistons being number one in the Eastern Conference. Also, Cade is having a career year. He is the main ball handler for the Pistons. He's really the only ball handler for the Pistons, and he does everything for them. The offense runs through him. Everything runs through Cade Cunningham. So, had to put Cade on my list. And then Jalen Brown. I think choosing between Jalen Brown and Luka Doncic was the hardest thing. But the reason I went with Jalen Brown is because Jalen Brown is probably one of the best 2 to 3 two-way players in the NBA. Boston Celtics are absolutely overachieving this year. As we know, Jason Tatum did not play this year until a week ago. Literally last Friday was his first game back. And just look at what Jalen Brown has done. I mean, the Boston Celtics, number 2 in the Eastern Conference. This is a team that we talked about in the preseason as tanking. As a team, they let Al Horford go. They traded Kristaps Porzingis. They let Drew go. Like, they did a whole bunch of things that were just like, yeah, they're probably angling towards blowing this thing up and just kicking the tires on this season, and look how good they are. And that is mainly because of Jalen Brown. I mean, he's averaging damn near 30 points a game. He's having a career year, rebounds, assists. He's just unbelievable this year. Like, he is a two-way superstar. And that's what gave me the edge over Luka. Obviously, I made this before. Luka had 51, 10, and 9 against my Chicago Bulls last night. Probably would have had a different ranking, but the Lakers just aren't good enough. They're not consistent enough. Even though what Luka does individually is amazing, he doesn't get back on defense. He argues a lot. I'm out on Luka right now. I ain't even gonna say too much. I have Jalen Brown on my first team though. But just to reiterate, my first team is SGA, Wemby, Jokic, Jalen Brown, Cade Cunningham.
Omar, are you in total agreement, or do you have any discrepancies on your list?
So for his first three, we're in complete agreement, right? SGA, Wemby,
Yeah,
Jokic.
same here.
I
Those three, if assuming they all make the games played, they're
a hundred
locks.
percent. Yeah. So I also agree with Jay. It did take me a bit of a long time on these last two picks because when I think about Anthony Edwards, and we know already how I feel about Anthony Edwards. I really do think he's one of the best American players that we have in the league, if not the best. And Luka Doncic, who's been nothing but absolutely going crazy for the past couple of games. Again, Jay talked about his 51 points last night, but just to go over some averages here, kind of comparing it to Jalen Brown, I really feel like they're actually at similar numbers here. Luke is averaging 32.9 on the season, damn near 33, 47.5%. With what about I'm around up here, 8 rebounds and 8.5 assists, right? Jalen Brown, Jalen Brown, while he's having a career year and having a great season, it is not. It is not. I would say it's not as impactful as Luka Doncic. You got 28.1 rebounds, 5.2 assists, 47 shooting at a higher clip and shooting at a better clip at 47.9%. Not much of a difference, but enough of a difference to be like, you know what, he is shooting a little bit of a better percentage than Luka. So that's why I also understand the defensive aspect as well. I come on the show a lot and talk about how important defense is in games, and we all know how I feel about Jaylen Brown being one of the best two-way players in this league. I just don't think it amounts to what Luka does on a nightly basis when he is healthy and ready to go. And it hasn't been just against the Chicago Bulls. It's been for the past, I want to say, 2-3 games where Luka's just been on a straight tear ever since. Things happened to him. I'm not going to mention it here, but things happened. So I have Luka over Jaylen Brown, and for Cade Cunningham, you know what? I was gonna come on here and say Anthony Edwards, but I do think Cade's having a better year. I gotta give it to Cade.
I'm in pretty much agreement with you guys. Again, the Jokic, SJ, Wemby, good there. For my last two spots, I went Luka and Jaylen Brown. Very hard to do, but I'm leaving Cade Cunningham off my first team. I know, Omar just read Luka's stat. I feel like even with how bad the Lakers are, yes, Luka is terrible on defense, but like his individual statistics in any other year, maybe not any other year, but a lot of other years would be good enough to win an MVP. Like 33, 8, and 8 just on face value at the way he's shooting and how much of an engine he is for the Lakers offense. Like the Lakers are bad. Like they are terrible. But right now, he's got the Lakers in a decent enough playoff position. So I would say the counting stats alone make Luka good enough for first team. You got something, Jay?
Omar, you're echoing bad.
Okay. Yeah, I would say Luka. I got Luka on my first team. And then the last spot, it's really a toss-up between Jaylen Brown and Cade Cunningham. I'll give the edge to Jaylen Brown just because I think he's exceeded expectations slightly more. And, like, while the Pistons are slightly better in the standings, his efficiency, again, his defense, like Omar said, one of the best, if not the best two-way player well, he's not the best two-way player, that's Wemby, but like one of the best two-way players in the league right now, Jaylen Brown. So if you want to give it to Cade, I'm not going to argue. Like, I'm not going to sit here and like die on the hill of Jaylen Brown, All-NBA first team, but I feel like of all years, this is the year he is deserving of it. But I would put him in over Cade. I don't think Luka being off all first should be a conversation. I'm more willing to die on the hill that Luka should be first team than Jaylen Brown. So that's where I stand.
All right. So with our combined list coming up here, so I think we're definitely agreeing SGA, Wemby, Jokic. Those are the three that we definitely agree are on this list. Are we putting Jaylen Brown here or Luka here?
Anyone who wants Luka, raise their hand. All right.
I'm overruled. I only raised my hand because it's 2v1.
All right.
I just don't know how we leave off number one seed in the East, the team who's made the biggest jump in the league from trash to great, and he's the best player on the team. I don't know how we can leave off Cade. I think Cade will be absolutely first team All NBA by the end of the season. Like, he has to be. They're number one in the East.
What if they don't finish number one in the East? What if the Celtics pass him?
Then I will leave off Cade for Luka.
If Boston attains the first seed, we might have to reconsider Jaylen Brown for first team.
That's what I'm saying.
Jaylen Brown is first team, but
so you're saying you would have Cade and Jaylen Brown?
Yes, Jaylen Brown is him and Cade are to me no doubters for first team.
You're just giving it to whoever finishes first in the East, basically. That's the first in the East spot.
I'm saying they're 1-2 right now, and the Lakers are like 5th or 6th in the West.
Okay,
that matters to me.
They're top 3.
Who, the Lakers?
Yeah, I'm gonna double check it.
I know for a fact the Lakers are in the top 3.
He's probably wrong. Okay, so for the last spot, it comes down to Cade.
No, they're top 3. It's Thunder, Spurs, Lakers, Rockets, Nuggets, Timberwolves. So,
but they're third by like what, half a game, probably.
Yes, okay. Exactly. So no, by a full game, 2 games. The Rockets have 40 and 25. The Lakers are 41 and 25. They would essentially need to be 42 and 25 to pass.
Okay. So CJ, that's more of an argument for Luka. He's got that team apparently third in the West.
All right, so valid argument. Good shit, Omar. I give you that.
So I am in agreement with keeping Cade on this list. I was gonna come on here and say Anthony Edwards, but after seeing the play of Cade Cunningham and really bringing the team from like the bottom of the league to the top of the league, and then I know they're slightly falling down right now, but we didn't really expect them to take this big of a jump, though it's still an improvement for them. So I have to put Cade here.
I would be okay with Luka and Cade in the last two spots.
Okay, valid.
All right, so that means that our combined consensus All NBA first team for the BTB show this year will be Jokic, SGA, Victor Wembanyama, Luka Doncic, and Cade Cunningham. Personally, I like that list. But what do you guys think? Are we excluding Jaylen Brown? Is that criminal? Is there anyone else that we should have considered for the spot, like an Anthony Edwards? Tell us in the comment section below who you would have put in this list,
Kawhi?
who you would have left off. What?
Anthony Edwards, Kawhi, who knows?
Well, Kawhi's definitely not. Well, I guess.
I
We'll
thought
see.
about for Kawhi for first team over Luka. No. It was for the last spot. It was Luka, Kawhi Leonard, Anthony Edwards. But I was like,
But we'll definitely talk about in our next video. So if you want to check out our All NBA second team ballot, check that out. It'll be coming out probably the day after we post this. So thank you all for the support as always. Keep an eye out for our content here on YouTube as well as on TikTok. And have a good rest of your day, everybody. BTB Show signing off.
peace.